start off talking about some news and theories regarding the Wyatt Sicks, probably the most talked about thing in WWE right now. Now, the Wyatt Sicks, we saw Bo Dallas on Raw talking about, once again, other doors shall be opened. And the first thing a lot of people have spoken about is the Firefly Funhouse door. Because really, this was the first time we saw someone being alluded to coming through the door. You know, Bray did that whole point where he said, who opened the door and stuff like that. And really, the whole door thing has been ingrained in Bray Wyatt's world ever since Let Me In. And the very first time you saw Bray as Funhouse Bray, he walked through the door. Now, the first thing to mention, obviously, from the last episode of the Funhouse was Alexa Bliss's box. You can see it here on the table when the door was showing all the stock imagery and stuff like that. And it's also obviously used as kind of like a doorstop, but obviously so you can see it with the Funhouse door with the red lights on and stuff like that. So we know this was a prominent part of whatever Bray Wyatt was going to do with who opened the door. So is this Bo Dallas's first potential tease of Alexa Bliss returning to WWE and potentially even joining the Wyatt Sicks? Well, if you paid attention to social media, you'll see that Alexa Bliss has been posting the fact she's back on her self-care routine. We know the pink is back in her hair. That was something that a lot of people waited to see because that could be the sign that she's returning. And of course, for a while now, we've been seeing her training in ring. So while Bo's promo could definitely hint at someone else joining the Wyatt Sicks, do you think it's possible it's Alexa Bliss? Do you think Alexa Bliss's imminent return is due in WWE very shortly? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But we'll go from talking about one possible imminent return to what is definitely the end of a career with John Cena. Now, we know John Cena has said that this will be his final Royal Rumble, his final Elimination Chamber, his final WrestleMania, as he comes back to WWE in 2025 for one last run. Well, John Cena has clarified a few points on the Jimmy Kimmel show, and he said that 2025 is his final run. He will have his final match in December of 2025, so we now know that date for sure. And in an interview with Collider, John Cena has revealed that he's going to work 36 dates around the world in 2025. So lots of matches to come for John Cena. I just hope there's one more London appearance. The next match for Jacob Fatu may not be too far away either, as it's been revealed that Jacob Fatu is expected back in WWE by the end of August. That's really good news because I'm sure whatever's going on with the Bloodline storyline now, that Jacob Fatu was going to be at the centre of it. Let's be fair, I think at this moment we all want to see Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns, don't we? We also found out Dakota Kai will be out from WWE for between 2 to 3 months, 8 to 10 weeks, because of that torn meniscus. A lot of speculation with Dakota because obviously that Wyatt Sicks theme song playing on the recent sponsorship video, and of course the Pluto symbol behind her the week before as well. Could the Wyatt Sicks target Dakota Kai upon her return? Lots of gossip obviously about the Lucha brothers coming from AEW to WWE. Well, Penta took to Twitter yesterday to specify, no more gossip, my present is AEW, which has just drove fans more insane as they all say, that means the future is WWE. So I think it is likely that Lucha Brothers are heading to WWE. There's no smoke without fire, and there's a lot of smoke right now. So do you want to see the Lucha Brothers tie it up and in WWE? Who with? Kelly has actually spoken about a WWE return as well, talking to Wrestling News Co. She said she loved working with Triple H. She'd love to work with him in the future. And she doesn't think she can do a full-time gig, but she could potentially do a part-time appearance stuff. Would you like to see Kelly return to WWE? I have to mention this because this was really cool. I only got to see it last night, but WWE has released a vlog on their YouTube channel following Shawn Michaels at the recent SummerSlam tryouts. I thought this was absolute gold. I love like behind the scenes stuff you shouldn't see, but they produce it in a way that actually makes it really cool. So definitely go and check that out. It's worth it. What might not be so cool, though, is the new name for Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Sonya Deville's new faction, the Pure Fusion Collective. Now, I haven't heard a reason as to why they've actually been given this name yet, and at the time of recording this on Wednesday evening, I just searched social media and stuff, and I still can't find anything that clarifies why this name. There was a lot of criticism on Monday of this, and I really don't know why. Like, I don't like the name, but surely we got to find out what it actually means for them first. Do you know what I mean? I get it. It's not the best name. It doesn't roll off the tongue. It's not something you instantly thought of when you're all trying to come up with names. I know some of them are hilarious, but some of the names that people come up with were nothing like the Pure Fusion Collective. It doesn't ring like these are people we're going to put their front and center of the pay-per-view poster. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't... I don't like it, but I'd like to know what the meaning is behind the name first. So recently we got an appearance from The Undertaker in Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa's social media videos. And today, Ciampa once again failed to RKO Randy Orton. But the good news, it was stupid, glorious, because the Glorious Bomb returned as Bobby Roode. I love this. This is very old school DIY. And do you know what? These social media videos are just absolute gold. Well done, guys. Last night, we know Oba Femi defended the North American title successfully against Otis. Well, in a social media post, Oba Femi alluded to possibly more main roster opponents for himself, as he said that he can beat anyone in NXT or the main roster. Who would you like to see Oba Femi face next? Honestly, right now, I want to see Braun Strowman, and I definitely want to see Bronson Reed down the line. I think those two would be great opponents for Oba. And in case you didn't catch NXT things you might have missed, yes, we did crown new NXT Tag Team Champions last night as Chase U, Andre Chase and Ridge Holland were successful. Now, I'm not one to normally plug a Logan Paul podcast, but this one with Dirty Dominic Mysterio is definitely worth your time to check out. Dominic Mysterio ribbing Logan Paul about Japan, obviously talking about working with Triple H. There's a lot of interesting stuff on this podcast. And interesting, of course, Chris Van Vliet's interview with Chad Gable. Chad Gable not only confirming that he signed with WWE for a future 3 years, but Chad Gable talking about working with the Wyatt Sicks, working with Bo Dallas, what that's like, the anxiety in a good, positive way that he feels from Bo. Genuinely, again, another very interesting podcast. I always say it all the time. Chris Van Vliet is the interview guy. No one does them better than Chris. Go and check it out on his YouTube channel now. And of course, the final thing to mention... poor R-Truth. R-Truth getting decimated on Monday Night Raw. Gotta say, it's the best way to put Bronson Reed over. What he did to Seth Rollins was completely unexpected. And then we kind of expected him to do it to The Miz, but then to do it to everyone's favourite, R-Truth. Oh, it was devastatingly beautiful, wasn't it? Well, R-Truth, Ron Killings, has provided an update saying he's got cracked ribs and internal bruising. I'm just hopeful that R-Truth is okay by the time John Cena is ready to return in 2025. How can you not have R-Truth around when his childhood hero is about to end his career? Just makes sense, doesn't it? And something I definitely didn't consider on Monday, but a lot of people put it in the comment section. A lot of people have said it on Discord. A lot of people have said it on social media as well. R-Truth, has he maybe had some sense knocked into him? Could we potentially get a heel R-Truth upon his return? Anything's possible in WWE. So, this is news you might have missed. Obviously, we do things you might have missed every Monday, Tuesday and Friday, and on, obviously, premium live event days following the WWE shows. Now, news you might have missed, obviously, as you've just seen, is us talking about things that other people are talking about in the world of wrestling, bringing my opinion, bringing our thoughts together, and I want you guys to be involved in this. If you join the C Wrestling Discord server right now, you'll see under the Hangout, under Community Vote, a brand new channel just created called News You Might Have Missed. This is a chance for you to share any news you want me to speak about. And not only that, you want to ask my opinion on it? Ask there, and it could be featured in next week's video. So let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. We may even take some from YouTube comments too, so make sure you do that. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, you'll never miss another upload. Like the video, share the video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace!